week 8 material. This class is unlike most other classes. Typically, you'd have a final exam or a final paper or final project, some type of final. We don't in this class. We have week 8 discussions as normal, which we don't usually have graded discussions in week 8. And we do have our 2 graded assignments. So I got out that email today, just wanted to make sure everybody knew that. Each course can be different. It kind of depends on the material that needs to be covered in that course and how it's laid out. So yeah, I've been having trouble with this guy this week. I don't know why. I have to do it twice to get it to go where I want it to go. All right. I don't like the other view. It's confusing. I like coming into my textbook and then I know exactly what I've got to do. And this week, ladies and gentlemen, is my favorite week because if you've used PowerPoint, this is really easy. If you've never used PowerPoint, then it's still kind of easy and it teaches you how to use PowerPoint. And teaches you the things you need to know the most about with PowerPoint. So let's jump into creating and editing presentations. This is chapter 1 of PowerPoint. And I did read today that a new version of Office should be coming out the end of 2021. It will be called Office 2022. All right, here we're learning to create, open, and save presentations, work with slides, layout, placeholders, and text, navigate between the slides, and organize the content by reproducing and rearranging the slides. You can change the theme and the fonts, insert headers, footers, and add identifying information. We can insert, resize, and align pictures from files. Apply and modify transition effects to add visual interest, preview a presentation, and print the slides, handouts, and outlines. And then look at applying presentation properties. One thing I'll mention here is that as we get into some of these, you'll see that it's a lot easier than it sounds. And as well as putting in pictures, we can add other items like our charts that we learned about last week. Okay, so creating, opening, and saving presentations. Create a new presentation from online templates. So there are templates that are available to pick from. And the different views that are available, and this is important so you can see the different views. You have normal view, slide sorter view, reading view, and slideshow view. Okay. In case you're not informed of what they call certain areas, this is the thumbnail pane on the left. There's a notes pane actually down here at the bottom, and we'll look at that. There's a notes button. And then there's the view buttons and the slide pane, and then this is the slide itself. Okay, so we're gonna change views in this one. Switch to the slide sorter view. So we'll come down here at the bottom and just click to slide sorter. Another way we can do it is go up to view, and you'll see the options over here, and we can go to normal. Starting a slideshow, you can start it from the beginning, or say you have to come out, we can actually start it from the current slide that we come back to. So on this one, they want us to start from the beginning. And I forget how they wanted me to do it. On the slideshow tab, you can start from beginning. And I did it 2 ways this morning, and one of them was wrong, and I had to turn it the other way. From the slideshow tab, start the presentation from the current slide. So we're on slideshow, and from current slide, adjust pane sizes in a normal view. So you can actually change the size. Use the zoom dialog box to change the size as well. And how to use the zoom controls. If you don't remember anything out of this class, what you should remember is how to get back to this book and go through the different how-tos. Because anytime you need to know how to do something with Office, it will definitely tell you how to do it. Save and close the presentation. The different ways we can save a PowerPoint file. PPTX, the versions that use an XML enabled file format. PPT, newer software features are not supported. PDF, again, some of the presentation features are not preserved when you do that. POTX is the PowerPoint template. WMV or MP4 or how we can save it as a video. And we don't do that, but I can show you how to do that briefly at the end of here because it's one thing we're starting to do a lot more of in classes. So I want to make sure you've seen it at least once. Okay, and we can share and export, upload it, save it different places so that we can share it, create a link to it, and send it off. And that's what you'll do sometimes in your presentation. So you'll have a package presentation, or create a video, and turn that in. It depends on what the requirements are for your particular project at that time. Okay, layouts, placeholders, and text. So we have this different slide layouts that we can pick from in new slides. And the different slide layouts are listed here. It's easier to look at than it is to read. And we'll see the different options. Add a slide to the presentation that uses title and content. So we'll come to new slide, hit the drop down, and this is what I mean. It's easier to look at them and pick which one you want than it is to read the different options. So here we want title and content. We can choose and change the slide layout, and that we'll do next here. They want us to change the layout of slide 3 to use the to content layout. And I think I'm on design. Hang on, let me get my hint. Nope, it's back on the home tab in the slides group. And there's my layout. And on this one, they want to content. And close. And see, if I read my how-to before I jump over there to do it, then I know exactly what tab it's on. Enter text in a placeholder, so you just click and type. Add the text. Take the right steps to the title placeholder, so we click here. Take the right steps. Oops. And I can't spell. Oops. I went into my next one. Let's go back. Align text and placeholders. Swing the line left, align center, align right, or justify. And they're actually showing the different options here. Justify is when you put it all up against one side or the other or both. Okay. We'll try that one. Change the alignment on the subtitle placeholder to be align left. See, right now it's aligned to the right. We want to align to the left. Okay, so again, our different cursors are important. So if you've not noticed the difference in them elsewhere, here's the difference in some of the ones that you'll see in PowerPoint. And moving and resizing objects. And also edit the text. Our format painter works here as well as all of our basic formatting options that we've learned in the past. Okay, so first we want to change the font size to 36 point. And we're going to bold it using the shortcut here, or Control B, either one. We can delete text. Who knew? Change the case. So like I said, a lot of the formatting options that were available in Word and Excel are available here in PowerPoint as well. Bullets listing. You can make your own bullet styles. You can actually use a picture of yourself to make a bullet, or a picture of something in particular to make a bullet. And here's where they're using the format painter. I don't know why they were talking about up there. They didn't have me use it, but here, using the format painter, copy the formatting from the words train 4A and copy it to the word marathon. So we click the paintbrush to turn it on. No, we click the paintbrush to turn it on. There, okay, and now I paint over marathon. That's what I did. Paint marathon. We can also pull in slides from another presentation. So you go to the new slide and reuse slides. and you can add them to the current presentation. You can either bring them in the format that the way that they're currently formatted, or you can bring them in and keep the source formatting, meaning the source of your new document that you're pulling them into. Spell check and grammar editing works the same here as it does in Word and Excel. And that's one of our let me try. So using the spelling checker, correct each of the following spelling errors: performance, soreness, bananas, and yogurt. All right, so I'll go to review, spelling, and change performance, soreness, banana, and yogurt. The worst thing to see is spelling mistakes in a PowerPoint presentation, so always make sure you run your spell checker. They have a thesaurus as well, just like we did in Word, so you can highlight a word and use the thesaurus to look up another word that means the same. And here they're talking about using the designer and design ideas, and this we're going to go try. Okay, so we open the design ideas pane and apply the second layout on the current slide. So we're on the design tab, and over here you see the design ideas. We'll open that up, and they want us to apply the second layout to the current slide. Then we use the design ideas pane, and we want the third option for slide 1. So that's changing the design of your PowerPoint. Office Intelligence Services. It's on the File tab. In the Backstage view, select Account. And then you can make sure your software is current. Enter a topic and select sides so you can use the quick starter theme. Okay, navigating between slides and organizing content. Moving between slides is best done in the slide sorter view. But they do have scroll up, scroll box, slide down arrow, previous slide, next slide. So using the thumbnail pane, navigate to slide 3. These are the thumbnails. So I just click on the third slide there. And copy and paste slides. Home takes you to the first slide, end takes you to the last slide, page up and page down, or arrow up and or arrow down, or next slide and previous slide. You can copy and paste information between slides, and you can duplicate slides. Here they want us to copy slide 1. So we'll copy it first. right click, copy. And then we want it to appear after slide 3 in the presentation. So I'll come down between 3 and 4 and right click, and where's my paste slide? One of them paste the slide. Yeah, so either one of the first two should work. And you see how that's now slide 4, and it moves slide 4 down to slide 5. And we can duplicate a slide. So if you've got, you're about to make another slide and it's going to be similar to the one you've got, you can copy and paste it. They're giving you a list of control here, characters here for copy and paste. 1 second. So Control X is cut, Control C copy, V paste, Z undo, Y redo, and D duplicate. You can select multiple slides to either move or copy, rearrange. Hold down the control character and select them. We can rearrange the slide order in the slide sorter view. Switch to the slide sorter view. So I can go view, slide sorter, and move the practice runs slide so it is the last slide in the presentation. So we're going to, number 4 is practice runs. We're going to click on it and move it down here beside getting running apparel, which is the last one in the list. Which for some reason, even though that's what I did, it did not work. So I'll go do it again. Slide sorter, click on 4, move it down by 6. I'm not sure why it's not letting me drop it there. Let me try it one more time. And I'm going to try scrolling down. Did it finally do it? No, it did not. Oh. I swear, y'all, this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm not sure why. I hope yours is not doing this. Should be able to click it, drag it. There we go. Okay, I wasn't dragging it. You need to drag it kind of on top of the previous slide and then drop it. My apologies. We can delete slides in that view. They want us to delete slide 4, so here's 4. We can go to, I don't know if it'll want me to do cut, but I can go here and delete slide. Okay, now on to changing theme colors and fonts. Apply a theme to an existing presentation. And the more simple, the better. I'll just leave it at that. Apply the facet theme to the presentation. In fact, if you remember what mine looks like when I stop sharing, simple. Yeah, it's got a little stuff on the outside, but in general, it's simple. A lot easier for people to focus on what you're actually trying to tell them. Not a lot of words. Should be somewhat simple. Apply the facet theme to the presentation. So we're on the Design tab and click the More button. Click the second option in the first row. I had trouble with that one earlier because the Show Me was showing it on transitions. It happened. Yeah. A little confused. The theme colors, so say you don't like the general color, you can actually have palettes to choose from. You can change the theme fonts using the Design tab. You can also change the colors and fonts using the Slide Master, which is in the View tab. Just like our documents and our spreadsheets, we can have headers and footers on a presentation as well. So here they want us to add a footer to slide 2 only in the presentation that reads, "Take the right steps, train for a marathon," and include the slide number in the footer. I'm pretty sure I'm going to insert. I don't see it for some reason. So let me do my hand. Yep, I'm on the Insert tab in the text group. There we go. Header and footer. We're going to click footer. And over here, we're going to type, "Take the right steps, comma, train for a marathon," and include the slide number. Here. I was like, how come I can't find it? It was right above where I was at. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, and then we don't want to apply it to all. We only want to apply it to the one we're working on. So we just hit apply. All right. Notes and handouts. Not really like this section. It's a feature that I don't think people use quite enough, and it really could be used more to help you organize and do good presentations because you have your notes and your handouts that go along with each slide. All right, come on. There we go. We can also insert pictures from a file. And like I said, we could insert charts here too, like we used last week in Excel. Here they want us to insert a picture. So we go to Insert Pictures. And we should see Runners Group 01. And so then it looks here at the different type of picture formats that it will allow us to insert. We can then resize a picture. And from the ribbon, change the size of the picture to be 8.5 in width. So they're telling us to do it from up here. Oh, it's picture format tab in the size group for the height. No, 8.5 is the width. And just clicking off of it will have it readjust the height. Now we can align the picture on the page so that it looks better. And this one they want to be bottom aligned. No. I'm on home. Maybe I'm on the wrong one. Picture format. I know I'm there. Picture format, arrange. There should be a align. There we go. And we want to align bottom. Alrighty, applying and modifying transitions. Now transitions are moving from how you move from one slide to the next. And you can actually automate your transitions. There's a whole world to transitions. And we'll take a brief look at them here. From the normal view, apply the wipe transition. Okay, so let me first go to view normal. Okay, let's not do that. Nobody told me to do it if that was not what I was supposed to do, but anyway. Apply the wipe transition. Right, so on my transitions tab, we should see wipe. Okay, he's not liking me today. Or I'm not reading right. Sorry. Let me read directly. So I'm on the transitions tab. You want me to use more. And then choose wipe. And in effect options. So even though it's right there on the front and I could click it right there, it didn't like me doing that for some reason today. So, okay. Click the effects option, transitions tab. And we want from left. And then we want to do that to all of them so that they all come in and out the same way. Effect options. It's also on the transition tab. There's different effects you can add in the transitions. Here we'll look at printing options. You can print slides or you can print handouts. And the handouts are about the best way to do it. So we'll go to File, Print. And we'll print the entire presentation. And I want 6 slides horizontal. So you can see the different layout options here. We want 6 horizontal. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now hit enter. That should be it. Print. Enter would typically get me there. Sometimes the virtual environment can't replicate everything. We can print an outline as well. So it takes your PowerPoint and the bullets and creates an outline of your presentation. And now we're on to the properties in the backstage view. And we did this a little bit in Word and Excel as well, so it should be a little bit more familiar now. From the backstage view, change the title of the presentation to Train for a Marathon. All right, so over here we have the title, and we can make the title Train for a Marathon. When you are finished, exit the backstage view and return to the main document. So click the arrow to get out of the backstage view. All right, that's the end of our Let Me Tries for today. And oh yes, we'll check out a few of the multiple choice real quick just to see how we're doing. Whoops. When you open PowerPoint and click a blank presentation, you go directly to the first slide. See, if y'all were here, we could play games with this. It would be fun. To include identifying information on all slides, insert notes or comments. I'm not sure which. No. No. Oh, headers and footers. Now, yeah, identifying information would be the name of the presentation or the group that's presenting it. PowerPoint helps unify your presentation by providing built-in collections of fonts and colors called themes. Views are important for PowerPoint for organization. The default view is normal. Why they call it normal. When developing your presentation, you should use this view to see it as your audience will see it. Pretty sure that's slideshow. To make your notes area larger in normal view, adjust the pane size. So look at that when we go into some of the PowerPoint documents. I'll show you back. Hang on one second. This is where I think it is. It'll be easy to show you here. Okay, so you can see here it says notes and comments. So I can click on the notes page, and then down here I can type notes in. notes for my presentation. All right, and then when I get ready to actually do the presentation, I have notes on this page as well. Notes here as well. And then when I get ready to print, I could actually print my notes. Instead of printing the slides, I can print my notes page. Why is it not let me pick my notes page? Okay, not sure why, but yes, it should let me do a notes page here. Maybe it doesn't quite have that I have notes on my page because I wasn't, kind of threw them in there fast. I don't know if it didn't pick that part up or if it, that is really weird. There's somewhere I should be able to pick, but it's not letting me pick notes page. There we go. So instead of the full page slides, I can do the notes page. And it prints a small portion of this, or the slide kind of small with the notes written below it. So you know I'm on this slide. These are the notes for that page. Okay. Just a little couple of fun tidbits there. And by default, PowerPoint presentations are saved by which file extension? That's our PPTX. A rectangular box on a slide layout where you enter text is a placeholder. To copy formatting changes from text, shapes, or pictures and apply them to others, we use the Format Painter. To duplicate a slide is Control D. To select non-adjacent slides, just like non-adjacent cells, we use Control, and it does work in Word as well with text. One slide moving to another is called the transition. Properties that help you manage and track your PowerPoint presentation are called, I'm going with metadata. To add a picture, we go to insert, and to change the themes, backgrounds, layouts, colors, and fonts in an existing PowerPoint presentation, use the Design tab. No, then it's going to be Slide Master.